Things happened here at Kearny Point. During the shipbuilding days during World War II, there were 35,000 people working here. It was a city unto itself. It had a hospital, its own transportation system. It was an economic driver for the region. And coming here and being able to build something that not only is restoring the environment, but also generating some of the economic activity that existed here historically is very, very exciting. I'm Wendy New, CEO of Hugo New and Kearny Point. My history. I worked in prisons as a social worker when I graduated college, and frankly, that experience probably formed who I am today. It was probably the best experience of my life, but the most difficult. When I finally quit, my father was very happy at that. I then started working for a recycling company. It was during the course of those years that I worked for Hugo New, and that's how I came to Kearny Point originally. We mostly recycled heavy industrial scrap. We were dismantling ships here at this site, by hand for the most part. We had them lined up on the Hackensack River, waiting to be dismantled. I ended up marrying the boss, John New. I worked with him developing our environmental initiatives. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2013, suddenly. So I was left with this site and no real estate experience at all to figure out what to do with it.
I'm Steve Nislik from Kearny Point. I'm the CFO and a principal. I formerly was in the real estate business. I have a background in small space, small offices. I looked at this building and it just struck me that it was an unusually nice building that has so much light and air and that has so much visibility. And it just so happened the dimension lays out perfectly for this small flex space scenario.
It was really important that we try to provide as many jobs as possible here, living wage jobs, quality jobs that people can prosper and do well with, giving opportunity to women and minority-owned businesses that traditionally have been left behind.
My name is Ashley Sullivan, and my title at Kearny Point is Community Development Manager and Leasing Associate. The majority of our businesses here are either minority or women-owned businesses. And what we do as an added plus is we encourage their certification. We forge a relationship with the Hudson County Office of Business Opportunity that allows them to certify themselves, to get government contracts specifically geared for certified businesses.
I'm Janaba Johnson-Jones, founder and CEO of Hudson Kitchen. The idea is that we're helping people start their food business, and women are a key target market for us. Wendy owns this space, and she's supporting other women-owned businesses, which is really important for me and also for my clientele.
My name's Gail Behringer. I am a line producer, and I'm currently working on a pilot for ABC Studios. As a woman in charge of a big group of people and being a professional who is also a manager and a mom, I think it's important when you're renting a space with a company who really appreciates women in managerial positions.
My name is Dawn Fitch, and I'm the president and founder of Puka Pure and Simple. Puka is a natural bath and body company. We're in 65 Whole Foods stores. We sell online. We do workshops. Wendy and just the whole Kearny Point team are very interested in mentorship for my business and making sure that I'm getting the advice that I need. We're working with Girl Scouts, teaching them about entrepreneurship and natural products, and we're doing a lot of that here in Kearny Point.
My name is Jim McGreevy, and I have the pleasure of working for the New Jersey Reentry Corporation. Wendy invites a prison reentry corporation to be part of this. She understands that giving these individuals the possibility of a second chance for a career, for employment training, for health care is part of her mission.
In terms of prisoner reentry, these are people that have been locked up in many cases for years and have no idea what to expect in a work environment.
I'm interested in the prison reentry program because I feel like we'll be able to hopefully employ some of the people that come out of that program. I think people need a fresh start, and I also think food is a great place to get that start.
My name is Mike Meyer. I'm Director of Development for the Hugo New Corporation, overseeing the master planning related to Kearny Point. So the overall master plan takes this 130 underutilized acres and turns it into something that's vibrant, economically vital, and that will really support the overall economic success of this region. And doing that in a way that's really aligned with this social justice, economic justice, environmental justice vision.
I really needed a warehouse space because it was going to give me the blank slate that I needed to put in a commercial kitchen, but I'd also have a lot of other amenities because we could offer parking and we could take deliveries for people versus trying to be, in some other kind of more commercial area with apartments where we couldn't do as many things for our community.
When we had retail spaces, you would see us constantly running up and down the street chasing UPS or chasing the post office. I come here and at Kearny Point, UPS, FedEx, the post office, they pick up 3 times a day. Like, that's huge. The ease of Kearny Point for e-commerce business has changed my life.
Price was also a consideration as it is for other people, and this was the best pricing that I was quoted in looking for space.
A lot of the tenants here are creative, have great ideas, but they're blocked from finding high quality space in other locations for a whole array of reasons. So if you're an innovator, if you've got an idea and you want to start up a company, this is the place for you to come.
You can rent a one desk, 10,000 square feet, or 50,000 square feet. We are very flexible. We have 130 acres. We're going to be building out up to 4 million square feet of space. We have options that others can't necessarily provide.
I'm Vadim Gudevich, CEO of Carbon 22.
My name is Jan Heinzohn. I'm a senior project engineer and product lead for one of our projects in Carbon 22.
We started initially in literally, I call it closet space, and then we got a little bigger space within the span of, 3-4 months? Yep.
The neat idea about Kearny Point is that they grow with you and give you more space.
Kearny Point is definitely a place that I know I can grow my business. I see expansion. If I need more space, there's always more space available.
Kearny Point has been named one of the 9 Ignite sites in New Jersey that allows us to open opportunities for businesses that have a sustainable, environmental, clean tech focus and offer subsidized rent for those companies.
New Jersey Ignite program is something that we contacted the state and asked if they were able to help us with some incentives for a small company like ours. And they were able to put us through the application process together with Kearny Point, where they help us with the office and the rent for the year.
Film tax credits are back for the state of New Jersey. So we've got ABC here, we've got NBC, we're welcoming new networks every day, we're filming, we're shooting, we're having production offices here. It's very, very, very exciting.
It's a huge deal for the film community. You have great resources here in terms of crew and equipment, locations. So a lot of studios are coming back here to shoot.
There's actually an array of other tax benefits that are associated with this site. We're in what's called an urban enterprise zone. It's state tax benefits associated with that. So we're very much aligned with state economic development policies.
We've lost our connection to nature in so many ways, but I think we can become a model for what the future can look like, to show that it doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be either the environment or the economy. It can be both.
I'm Dominique Lukenhoff. I am the Senior Vice President for Corporate Affairs and Sustainability for Hugo New Group and Kearny Point. I was a seasoned public sector official of the United States Environmental Protection Agency. I focused on innovative public-private partnerships, and before that, I actually helped to run the second largest division in the region, which is our water division. I was on a mission to find innovation, hearing about private developers that were trying to do large parcels of land, net zero, which means for whatever negative impact, there's been a positive impact that eliminates the overall effect.
We're cleaning up some contaminated environmental conditions. We are trying to restore the natural habitat, increase biodiversity. Those are all part of our core mission here. We ourselves are trying to reduce our carbon footprint and be a place that is really resilient and sustainable.
We need efforts like this that we're actually demonstrating how you rebuild, and not how you just rebuild for today, but how do you rebuild for tomorrow. If we can bring back the environment, if we can bring back communities, if we can bring back the right business and grow it for the next 100 years here, we can do it anywhere.
This site, because of its heavy industrial uses in the past, has never been able to allow the public on the site at all, just for safety reasons. We are going to open up at least 25 acres for public benefit, and so that they have access to the waterfront. It's very important to me that people start connecting, not only with nature, but with the water and being able to enjoy it.
Really, our public spaces are all about integrating the physical buildings with nature. So our public spaces generally include lots of naturalistic landscaping, passive spaces, walking spaces, places where people can contemplate, if they're burnt out at work and they need a breather, they can get out on the site, walk around, see the beautiful river overlooking the New York City skyline, and chill out for a little bit.
We're much more than just a business. Yes, we're here to make money. We have to make money, but that's not our primary goal. That's part of it. We really want to bring people together. We've lost a connectivity to not only nature, but also to each other. We need to restore that if we're truly going to become resilient.
Kearny Point isn't happening by accident. It's happening by design, it's happening by purpose, with an intentionality which is rare. Wendy wants it to be meaningful, purposeful, and rewarding. And that's what happens at Kearny Point.
Wendy, Kearny Point, they really cultivate that community here. And I feel like it's some place that I belong to. I have friends here. I can get advice, I can get help, I can do events. It's just everything. I love coming to work.
There's a definite energy in this space. A lot of creative people here. They're very, very nice and friendly and open. It's just, I want to go into all of these rooms and be like, what are you doing? What's going on?
One of the things that's exciting for me is to be able to collaborate with other members of the community. So, for example, the vertical farm that's here, the chocolate maker that's here, and also the bakery as well. I knew from the beginning that this was a supportive community. I'm just so excited to be here. You have no idea.
I mean, the future is inclusive of everybody in terms of who can be the best they can be.
Those kinds of connections are really important to our future. And bringing people together from different backgrounds really is what we have to work harder at doing.
It's working. It's a great concept. It does everything and more than what we expected.
Every day presents a new and rewarding opportunity to do something great.
If you want a workplace that is more than just an office, you want a place that's aligned with your mission, that's aligned with your environmental values, that's Kearny Point.
There's a real excitement here. People enjoy being at Kearny Point. People love working at Kearny Point.
Come to Kearny Point. If you are a maker, big or small, this is where you need to be. Come and get your community.
I think we can demonstrate here that it can be a very prosperous and very healthy world, but we have to become more concerned with doing something that is worthwhile and meaningful. Kearny Point, work and progress.